Hi, my name's Scott Brown. We're here at the Ohio Farm Science Review Setup Week this week. Today we're going to do a walk around on the Geringhoff Freedom Corn Head. This is our corn head that is spaced on 15-inch rows. We had some interest of guys planting 15-inch corn. There are some other corn heads out there on the market that are 15-inch rows, but we decided to perfect that, and the Freedom is the result. So as we start our walk around on this Freedom head, one thing I want to start pointing out on this end, we've got these end row augers which come as a standard option on this head. Very good in down corn situations, and as we get into these narrow rows, they kind of have a tendency to get maybe tangled and twisted. So that end row divider helps us divide pass to pass as we go through that field. Just a very good option. It used to be, it's available on all of our corn heads. We just made it standard on these heads today. Probably the heart and soul of this 15-inch head is our Slimline Row Unit design. As we started this design process years ago, we thought about taking 30-inch corn head and figuring out how to make it into a 15-inch row spacing corn head that had 2 gathering chains per row unit. There's some other competitor corn heads out there on 15-inch spacing, but they only offer 1 gathering chain per row unit. Ours offers 2. And as you can see, the easiest way for me to describe it is we took a 30-inch corn head, we kind of squeezed it together like an accordion, and all of that space had to go somewhere. And as our engineers started looking at that design, something had to pop up somewhere. So when you look at that Slimline Row Unit design, it's set at a 45-degree angle. And then our lugs on the chain, on the gathering chain, are also set at a 45-degree angle. So as you can see, as you look up that row unit, it allows those lugs to run flat on our deck plates across from each other, just like a traditional corn head. All the other corn heads that we manufacture, very, very similar. So as we talk about that auger, we've got the big auger in the back. It is an adjustable auger, just like our other corn heads. We've got growers raising food grade corn, we've got growers raising popcorn, different things. We can adjust that auger up and down for the clearance off the bottom of the feeder house trough, or the feeder trough. Across the back there is a stripper rail for those tough conditions where we've got high moisture type situations. It keeps the stalks from wrapping on that auger, it keeps that clean and everything flowing well. As we talk about our row unit gearboxes, they are very, very similar to all of our other corn heads that we've produced over the years. It's an aluminum gearbox. We use aluminum for 2 reasons. One, it dissipates the heat, gets rid of that heat that, you know, we start harvest early this year. We've had some hot days. That aluminum doesn't hold the heat like a cast iron gearbox will, so it helps dissipate that heat and get it away from the gears and the slip clutches inside that row unit. The only chain on this head, other than our gathering chains, is the chain that runs our auger. The power transmission from the combine to each individual row unit is all done through gearboxes and those individual drive shafts going between each gearbox. So we have eliminated the oil bath chains and all that kind of stuff that tend to give high wear and trouble over the years with other traditional corn heads. As we go down the line here, again, we call this a Slimline Row Unit. And when you look at that row unit head on, it really is a narrow profile designed head that allows the crop to get up into that head quickly and easily. There's not a lot to get caught on, and allows that crop to keep flowing up into the head. The integrated crop flow sweeper that's on this head is an option. It's a fully integrated crop sweeper that is built and designed by Geringhoff. It's fully functional from the cab. We can do hydraulic fore and aft. We can take it up out of the way. We can lower it down where it needs to be for the crop. And as we all know right now, the East Coast is looking at a hurricane bearing down on them. We've gotten a lot of calls in the last 4 or 5 days for that crop sweeper to add on to heads that we've already have in the field. So kind of a little preventative thought. If you're going to order a corn head, you might want to consider, especially if you're in a hurricane or tropical storm prone area, or just tend to have a lot of down corn in certain areas because of storms around the country, that integrated crop flow sweeper would be a great option for you to consider on your next corn head. So as we go down this head a little bit more, again, this head is available in our standard North Star rolls, which is just our knife-on-knife opposing roll. and it's also available, which is what this head is with our Rotodisc chopping roll. The Rotodisc chopping rolls is a complete residue processing system that really allows the operator to process that residue down into a kind of a finer shredded final product. Starts that decomposition process a lot earlier. So again, we've got this head available in our standard North Star roll and in our Rotodisc rolls. Some things that we've done with this head, a couple other things we've done to make it standard on this head. Obviously we talked about the end row augers being standard. The LED lights that are on this head are a standard feature. We got both a cut light and an after cut light behind the head, just to help. More and more customers are harvesting later into the day or starting earlier in the morning. Those LED lights really do a great job. One other option that we need to talk about on these heads that we have available, it's through HeadSight, but it's our auto header height control system. We can go anywhere from 3 to 5 sensors on heads, and this particular head has 4 auto header height sensors on it. It's just these yellow hockey sticks that are hanging down, and it just gives us a better control of this head in the field. As we get over uneven terrain, as we're going out through the field, we let the combine and the head do the work instead of the operator having to do it manually. The one thing that's maybe obviously different about this head as we look at it from just a physical standpoint is the color. This color is our new Midnight Harvest Edition. We've decided to offer it in 4 different models this year. We have our Patriot North Star 830 and 830 folding, and our Patriot North Star 1230 and 1230 folding. Those heads will be available for 2019 production. The Freedom head is also going to be available in the Midnight Harvest color option this year. We invite you to come to the Ohio Farm Science Review. This head will be running in the field, so come see us in the field. We'll have the Freedom head will be running every day, and the 40-foot TrueFlex Razor will also be running in the bean field, the soybean harvest demos each day as well. So we look forward to seeing you here at the review next week. Come see us on lot 77. We're right off of Corn Street, and we look forward to seeing you next week.